All right, well, here we go. I'm back at it. My garage is still a mess. It's tough to do work in here, but I'll get a bigger garage. Just don't got it yet. I've pulled the M10 suspension out of this sled. That's going to be a whole nother video because I'm banging my head against the wall. I really want to use an M10 suspension in this snowmobile. It certainly, in my opinion, makes the snowmobile more one-dimensional. Like, this sled's going to be less playful with that suspension underneath it. But it does what I need it to do on big hills, which is why I'm building this sled. However, that suspension is about 13 years old, and it needs a little refreshing. And finding parts for that I thought was going to be very easy, but unfortunately, that's not what I've experienced so far. So, just a quick tip there: if you're going to go and make a mod sled, a lot of people think that mod stands for modified snowmobile, but mod is actually an acronym for my owner's dumb. That's what a mod sled is. And if you decide to embark on this endeavor, just know that when the time comes to where you need parts that were built one-off 10 years ago, those parts are going to be hard to come by. So I'll get into all that in another video because I'm frustrated and I don't want to talk about it right now. But what I do have and what I do want to talk about is getting these motors torn apart. My better half said, Amazon's coming a lot. And I said, well, babe, it's not Amazon. This is from CR Racing. It's much different. Things that come from CR Racing are generally much more expensive than things that come from Amazon. So let's see what we got cooking here. This is the biggest part right here. They say that there's 10 horsepower per sticker. So we'll add 20 horse to this thing just by getting some of their branding on. Head studs. I will end up having, let's see if they've done it or not. They have not. I will have to grind one of the head studs down. I'll show you why. It ends up being a little bit too long and it interferes with the water pump, but we got head studs for the new motor. I personally don't get into the motor without putting head studs in. The other thing I got from them, oh, fancy. Will you look at that? Or just look at it? Just look at that. So what we've got cooking here. So I did use nice hosing here, but the hosing ends up running like this, kind of. It ends up going right here, and it's, I mean, you see what's happening. It's right by this, so you have some belt blow apart, and it's going to ruin your day. So this integrates to the footwell. I'm going to run the hose up to this, and then you see that? It protects the hose as it goes up in there. So I've got plenty of new parts coming. I didn't pay for those new parts. Sponsored, so they come for free. That's what I tell my girlfriend. She knows I'm lying, but she loves me. Hell in the heck. Oh, I see what they do. These guys, this is slick. This is a really nice piece. Very excited about that. All right, this is probably what you guys are more here to see. You guys are probably here more to see this. So, yeah, let's do this. You're going to work on one of these motors. This is a helpful tip. This is the chain tensioner. Seems pretty harmless. And also, I did not turn this motor over to top dead center because this motor's coming apart. This motor's staying apart. It's not going back together. But if you're going to tear a motor apart, probably ought to put it at top dead center where you're going to want to do all the work to begin with. So here's the thing. If you try to push this in there, no matter what, when you go to push this in, it's not gonna push in. So if you just take this thing and its current thing, you take it out, you set it on the bench, it's there for a day or two, unless you're a procrastinator like me, and then it's there for a month. And then you go to put it back in, right? You go to put it in, and you'll probably get far enough. No, maybe you won't. You'll probably get far enough in to where you can start the bolts even. I'll bet you even push it in far enough to where you can start the bolts. And then you'll start hammering those bolts down, and you're going to break that ear all the way off. You'll just break it off. Whatever one you go for first, you'll break it off first, and then you'll be starting over. So these things, to be able to collapse this, you have to pinch this spring together right here. Pinch that spring together, and it will let you collapse this piston down. All right, well, I lost some audio while I was explaining the chain tensioner, so I just went on to do the removal of the head. I got the head off. I got the shim out that I wanted out that I'm going to put in this next motor. So that'll probably wrap up this video, but I'm actually, as soon as I edit and post this video, I'm just going to go right into getting this motor taken apart and getting it built the way that I want to. So yeah, that's where we're at.